Hey everyone, it's Chris from Stuff His Dreams Are Made On, and I was just on Twitter, and Kelly was telling me that apparently people have been talking about me and wanted me to do another vlog. And I have 16 new books that have come into the house since the last time I did a Bag Bloggers post, so I figured I would talk about those and hand out some points. So without further ado, here we go. Um, First book to come into the house is The Disenchantments by Nina LaCour. This one is actually John Green's fault. I'd heard something about this book that he was talking about, or one of her older books, I think, and he was talking about this new one coming out. And Library Thing actually had a reviewer's giveaway of this one, and so I entered it and I won. I also happen to have ordered a copy already. I pre-ordered it, so I will have two copies, which means I'll probably be giving one away sometime. So point to John Green for that one. This is Anderson Cooper's Dispatches from the Edge, which I've heard a lot about, and I've wanted to read about it for a long time because he came down here after Katrina and was a big advocate for us. And yeah, I've really been wanting to read this one, and it doesn't hurt to have Andy on the cover. Um, this is Honeybee by Naomi Shihab Nye. I've heard really, really good stuff about her as a poet. I discovered her from Jonathan Carroll tweeting on Twitter. He tweeted one of her quotes from this book, actually, and this is a book of her poetry. I also got Habibi, which is one of her novels, but that was the last Bad Blogger post. So this is actually going to be a point to Jonathan Carroll. Um, Barrel Fever by David Sedaris. I own most of his books and I've read most of them. They always make me laugh hysterically. And this was his first book of essays, I believe, that he published, and I've yet to read it. So, yay, new David Sedaris. Salt, A World History by Mark Kurlansky. And I know you think, how exciting can a book all about salt be? But this sounds really good. I first heard about this one from Joshua Kilmer Purcell from the Fabulous Beakman Boys. So he's getting a point for this one, and I'm also giving a point to Renee because I went shopping with her and she actually kind of made me buy this book, so she's getting a point for this too. Um, and it's an autographed copy too. My favorite independent bookstore down here has a lot of author signings, and apparently he was there. This book I always also got when I was with Renee. It's My Name is Mina, and I Love the Night. Blah 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 by David Allman. This is a prequel to oh my god, I can't think of the name of the book right now, but Skellig. It's a prequel to Skellig, and I believe Darren over at Bart's Books reviewed this one a long time ago and made me want it. So point to Darren for this one. Breach by Nicole Cooley. It's another autographed copy. I got this from my local independent too, Octavia Books, and this is all poetry that was written about Katrina, after Katrina, during Katrina, and basically about Nicole Cooley's, her experience of it. So I'm hoping it's really good. I love that cover. I don't know if you can see it really good. But one thing that came out of Katrina was a lot of cool pictures. There were just the destruction. I've always been a big fan of like decay in pictures, and so a lot of cool stuff came out of that. Not that there's a lot of happiness behind any of it, but it's still really cool. Um, Next up, Oranges by John McPhee. This book sound I don't know why, but I'm so intrigued by this. It's a book all about oranges. So we have a history of salt and a history of oranges. And Jean over at Dog Ear's Diary, Dog Ear Diary, Dog's Ear Diary. I don't know. But she reviewed this one a long time ago and made it sound really good. And I love Jean. She always has great gardening posts and nature posts, and she reads some really cool books. So looking forward to this one. A Companion to Wolves by Sarah Manette and Elizabeth Bear. Memory gets a point for this one. I had asked for some LGBT suggestions a while ago for this little yay gay project that I'm doing right now. And she recommended this, I believe, for that project. So it sounds really cool. Fantasy, wolves, gay guys, can't be bad. These next three books I am so excited about, and Anna's getting points for all three of them. I don't know if anyone else remembers this but me, but she posted, it was maybe on Tumblr, she posted about Penguin's new series that they did of, they call it Great Food, is the name of their new series that they're doing. Anyway, the covers are amazing on these. I love them. This is Pellegrino Artusi's Exciting Food for Southern Types. Isn't that cover awesome? And it is filled with recipes that are all in grams, so I'm going to have to translate those into cups and teaspoons and ounces and all that, but looks like a really cool book. This might be my favorite cover of all three. It's Charles Lamb's A Dissertation Upon Roast Pig and Other Essays. Awesome covers, and these books are little. I didn't realize how small they were, but they're little tiny books, and they're super super cute, and have awesome covers. And food essays, can't beat that. This one is really cool too. It's called From Absinthe to Zest: An Alphabet for Food Lovers by Alexander Dumas. Um, Another really awesome cover, and it's basically, it just goes through like every food from A to Z, like cake, frog, goose. And tells you different ways you can prepare it, the histories behind them, all of that stuff. Once by Morris Gleitzman. I have been dying to get this book in paperback swap. Had it on sale, so I bought it. It is, Morris Gleitzman wrote an incredible book called 1 Week with the Queen, which I highly recommend. Really, really good. But this is his book about a Nazi concentration camp during World War II. So, sounds really good, and I'm sure it's going to be a tearjerker. Hopefully, I'll be telling you about it soon. This is a point for Renee, and Renee, you should be happy. I got Soulless by Gail Carriger. I have not read this yet, but I've been intrigued by the cover of this one for so long, and Renee actually rated it, I think, her favorite book the year that she read it, so it's got to be good. The Hummingbird's Daughter by Louis Alberto Uria. Um, I should be able to say that man's name because I know he's super popular, but this is another one that I don't know that I would normally read, but I was drawn to the cover of it again, so isn't that a cool cover? It's a really pretty painting. Looking forward to that one. And last but not least, Kamchatka by Marcelo Figueres. There's a story behind this one. Debbie gave me this really awesome project of all kinds of really creative things to do. It's a lifelong list, so I don't have to rush through them. But one of them was to go and pick a book based solely on its cover. Don't read the jacket flap, don't read anything about it, and see what you think about it. So this is my book that I picked. I love the cover for this one for some reason. It stood out to me time and time again at Barnes and Noble every time I passed by it, but I actually never read what the book was about. So finally, I said this is a good excuse for me to go get it. And that's it. 16 books, and I managed it in 8 minutes. So let me know if you've read any of these, if any of them are books that I need to read immediately or not at all. And I will see you again for next Bad Bloggers. Bye, guys.